Hi there. I'm having breakfast before my class, and I just wanted to share something that I've learned recently because I want to document my journey as I take on a very demanding role for an organization. I am part of JCI, Ilang, if you know, you know. And basically, I'm an introvert, so being part of this organization, it kind of demands you to socialize. It kind of demands you to be in gatherings and events like back to back, to do a lot of activities, you know, all the time. So it's a lot, and as an introvert it's a bit much, and I'm an empath, and so it's like it can be very draining for me mentally. And my fear, is of course to burn out to the point where I, again, of no return, burning out to the point of no return. So one thing that I've learned to do that really works for me is, first, whenever I have like big events or activities, it's important for me, which is kind of like a non-negotiable as much as possible, that I sandwich those days with alone time. So like before that event, I have to find time just by myself, like in a room where I can rest and be alone. I can just like be with my thoughts. And for me, that will help me prepare and kind of charge my battery, quote unquote, full battery. My dog wants my egg. So that like I prepare for the coming days. And then afterwards, it's important for me to end that with the same like alone time, but more like in the dark at home in my room, where I can just be either alone with my dogs and my husband, or if I'm not at home, wherever I am, I just need to be in a room, in a bed where I can rest. Without that, it's going to be very hard for me to sustain that schedule and that busyness for the rest of the year. Another thing that works for me is like during those events, again, as an introvert, as an empath, I find that when there's a lot of things happening and a lot of things going on, I get overstimulated, I get very anxious, and I would much rather isolate myself and just like not talk to anyone or avoid everyone. And that has happened many times. But when you represent a chapter, you can't really do that. So what I find works is like whenever I am seated and nothing much is happening, using those moments to just like meditate, to breathe, like using it as a mindful practice wherein I'm aware of my breath, my body, my surroundings. I'm aware of everything going on, but like it's like an embodied experience where I'm actually present. So doing that more often, instead of just like letting myself get carried away by everything, and then taking time to step out, like going to the bathroom, using that to breathe, to meditate a little bit, and like ground myself so that I can take little breaks in between. So that kind of helps me as an introvert. So if you're an introvert and an empath like me, do not worry. It's not the end of the world if we have to do these gatherings and like socialize from time to time. So hopefully that helps.